The DT time and date count features are two more unique features in Dynamic Trader that can give a trader a huge edge in being prepared for significant dates in the future. The time count features a unique feature in Dynamic Trader, and this feature can make any series of fib or GAN counts or any user-defined series from any high or low. And the date count feature will read a data file or a date file and label significant future dates. And these unique time and date count features give the user a huge advantage over other traders. And as you'll see, not only does it give a lot of flexibility and with these unique features in Dynamic Trader, but as usual, it labels these future dates very clearly on your chart as to the date and the relevance and of the date and what the date refers to. So let's take a look at these unique features in Dynamic Trader. The time count feature will make any series of time counts from any bar on a chart, whether it's a daily chart, weekly, or intraday chart. We can make the counts a series of fib counts, a series of GAN counts, or any user-defined series. So let's take a look how this works and how it's labeled on the chart. So this is our time projection using bar counts. So again, it's not just from daily chart. It can be intraday, weekly, monthly charts, whatever. We can save any group of sets that we want. In this case, let's do our fib counts. So we'll choose our fib counts from 21 to 610. We just have to choose the series of counts, click OK, click on any bar, it can be a high or a low, click forward, and I can do it from every high and low if I wanted to. Let's do it from this high and low also. And we can see forward in time. Let me square the chart up so we can see it a little more clearly. There we go. It will label the, the TB means trading bars. So in this case, it's going to be trading days because this is a trading day chart. If we had chosen calendar day chart, it would make the counts in calendar days. But forward, for instance, from this low, 21 bars, 21 days, right at this low, come a few bars in advance, about a week from now, 34 bars, we'll want to be alert. 21 bars from this last high. Again, these are the fib counts. Well, it was a couple days from this little short-term high. 34 days, again, a little short-term high. Didn't mean too much, but we may have a series of counts, and from one significant high or low that we want to make those fib counts and be aware of those fib counts. We can also have files with a series of GAN counts as well. There's certainly other trading software out there that does these kind of counts. I think we display them a little bit better with more clear information, and we also allow the user to create his own set of counts and save those sets very easily and very quickly. So I think you're going to find these are really helpful in DT. Let's take a look now at a different time factor, and we call them the date counts, which I believe is completely unique with Dynamic Trader, and see how we might use these. So we'll go to date C. I'll click on that, and you'll see we have a number of files under date counts. For instance, full moons, new moons, employment reports. Some of our users are familiar with Bradley dates, and they'll have a file with Bradley dates, or they'll have a file with delta lines. If you're familiar with the delta type of cycles, you can have your file of delta dates into the future, and you can load it onto any chart at any time. Let's just take a look at our full moon. We'll go under, you can create your files. Either you can import them as a text file, and DT will read them under most formats of text files, or you can create the file right in Dynamic Trader. So I just have a few of the recent full moons in this file made it a short file, and you see we go down here and we choose whatever date we want. Maybe we have a list of full moons, new moons. We go on the web and find a list of employment reports that are coming up over the next year or two. So we choose the date. If the intraday time is relevant, we're going to put this file on intraday charts. We can choose the time. We can put a label on any one of these dates and include it on that date. And then we can change the color and the thickness of the lines. And I'll show you why we might want to do this when we put this file up. And of course, this is going to show you, I label each of these lines as FM, as full moon. So I'll be able to distinguish them if I have several different date count series on a chart, and then it just shows if it's red and how thick the line is. Well, let's close this, and then let's put these date counts, again, let me highlight it, on our chart here and see what we got. How about if we do it right down here? And I've only got a few of these full moons. So we can see, we've labeled it very clearly. Here was September 19th with the full moon. Now, why do I have it labeled red and a little bit thicker line there? I'm just using the short lines. We could have long lines if we wanted, while these are blue and this is red. Well, I chose that because these full moons, or the one in September, is near that would be the fall equinox, and the one in December is near the December solstice. So if I maybe are doing a date count of equinoxes and solstices, I might want the full moons that are near the equinox and solstices to stand out. So I can choose whatever color I want them to be. So again, we can have a file of any sort of date counts. We might want to put on our chart dates of the upcoming employment reports. We may have some kind of astro dates other than full moons or new moons. It's up to you. We can create that file very quickly, very easily, or we can import it and save it into DT and then display it very quickly and very easily on the chart, where it's going to be very clearly shown what the date is and a label or description of that date if we want. Now, one other time factor that we have relating to counts, or I guess let's just call it time factor, and many other programs have this as well, and that's a cycle accordion. By the way, let me just get rid of these for the time being, clean the chart up a bit. And a cycle accordion, most of you are going to be familiar with that. We can choose how many lines into the future to draw, and we can have the labels on and long lines if we want. Let's just choose both of those. And of course, we can choose the color of the cycle accordion. Well, what is a cycle accordion? If we want to measure from one low to another low and project forward in time that exact number of bars that are from this low to this low, or these cycle lows, we know that it's 29 trading bars from August 28th to October 9th, and the next 29 trading bar count is going to be November 19th, right about where actually the date of this high, last bar on the chart, and then continuing forward for however many 29 trading bar counts we chose. So these are what we call static cycles, measuring in this case from a low to low, and that static cycle are fixed cycle length forward. Again, many other trading softwares have this. I think we have it so you can do it quick and easily, and they're clearly labeled on the chart. And that's what's important to me and important to our traders, that when we have some information on the chart, we know exactly what that information refers to. All of the unique time projection features in Dynamic Trader give the user a huge but practical trading edge. And DT traders are prepared in advance for the specific time targets for cycles, highs and lows, and trend reversals by using all of the various time factors and unique time routines and reports that are included in Dynamic Trader. Routines and reports relating to time factors that are not in any other software program.